move over to tight end guys. I think everyone's kind of set on, Kyle Pitts here, but
Yeah.
what do you guys think after that? It's, again, not a very good class.
So I really like Brevin Jordan because I think he's also kind of in the Kyle Pitts mold. He's not as physically gifted as Kyle Pitts, but I like him because he can kind of split out a little bit. He did a lot of things in that Miami offense, and so I think it's pretty impressive. And then I'd probably go with Pat Fryermuth, just because I think from a size standpoint, he's going to provide mismatches. And then after that, I don't know, it falls off pretty hard. You got guys like Kenny Yeboah, Hunter Long, Tommy Tremble. Those are
Eubanks.
No,
I don't like Eubanks either. No,
it's a disappointment. Nick Eubanks is physically gifted.
I was gonna say his only positive is his physical.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big dude. He can run. I mean, he's got a chance, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Zach Gentry can make it on teams, then so can Tommy Tremble and Hunter Long and Yeboah.
Yeah, I just Kyle Pitts is the clear top dog. I don't we've talked about this pre-show, but just Lions don't take him at number 7. I don't know what part of this fan base is starting. People are legitimately maybe it's just because Joel talked me into getting a Twitter, but you look at people and they're there'll be a mock draft putting Pitts, and people are like, heck yeah, I'd love Pitts. We can run Hockenson and Pitts. I think I almost responded to someone. They were like, it'd be so cool to have Hockenson and Pitts line up next to each other. I'm like, yeah, because winning football is too tight end.
I don't know why you don't just run your mouth, dude. Get in those Twitter arguments. It's literally the thrill of life.
I will say I had my first Twitter reply today.
Yes. Okay. It's a big
but you got Hockenson. He looks like a promising guy. He looks like he can be a stud.
Yeah, why do you need another?
Yeah, I'd be okay with maybe one of these guys in the 3rd or 4th round if there's a guy that drops.
Still no.
But, still I know.
So
I just don't see.
Now they have Josh Hill. I'm totally cool with Josh Hill being their number 2.
So tight end is not a position that you need 2 premier guys. Yes, if you happen to stumble into 2 premier guys, kind of like the Patriots did a few years ago when they had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
I was going to say, that's the only time it's ever worked.
But they didn't do that on purpose. It just so happened Aaron Hernandez ended up playing great, and Gronk was better than they thought he'd be. They didn't waste top 10 picks on these guys. You know what I mean? I mean, we've already done the Eric Ebron thing, guys. We don't need that again. Everybody thought he was can't miss.
Brandon Pettigrew was another first rounder.
So I definitely think Pitts will go top 10 or at least close to it.
I have at 12 actually to the Eagles.
I'm sure he will go. I'm sure he'll be a productive guy if he's got a competent quarterback.
He could be nuts. He could be one of the best tight ends in the league, really.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I just can't.
I think Hawkinson's already a potential top 5 tight end for us in the league, so I don't want to mess around with that position right now. The only way I want Pitts is if it's come to find out 2 weeks before that he might have murdered 4 people, and then he falls all the way to the 7th round Lyle Collins, and then
cool.
Then we get Kyle Pitts in the 7th round. We're
we just need a Kyle Pitts gas mask video, Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil was still a first rounder.
I'd be all
did you see?
Picking him up late.
Did you see that? There was I don't know if it was a tweet or an article, but it was one gas mask video of Laramie Tunsil got the Dolphins 5 first-round picks. And,
yeah, exactly. Yep.
And it's just oh my gosh, it actually did.
Yep.
Yeah, so I do agree with you a lot, Ben, especially on your list. You put Brevin Jordan at 2. Most people are pretty set on Fryermuth at 2.
I did put Fryermuth at 2, yeah.
But I actually also had Brevin Jordan at number 2.
He just does a little bit more. He just does more. He can split out a little more, in my opinion.
Fryermuth is the Walmart version of Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
And Hunter Henry's already got his own he's high ceiling, but he can't overcome his injuries. But
yeah, he can't stay out.
Brevin Jordan is Jonnu Smith, a guy that can really contribute, at least as a really good number 2, if not an occasional number 1 if you need him to.
Yeah.
So I see that a lot. Then you get after that, you're getting guys like Hunter Long that are reminding you of Durham Smythe, and who cares? Durham
Yeah,
Smythe is literally like should be your number 3 tight end. At that point, between Yaboa and Pro Wells, maybe like Pro Wells reminds me of Mo Alley Cox, but like
yeah,
but like that's literally like the type. I'm listing tight ends right now that are literally bottom number 2s and like maybe number 3s make a roster.
right.
Yeah.
It's like there's no talent really after Brevin Jordan and Freiermuth and Pitts.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the only thing about Tommy Tremble that I will say is that Notre Dame knows how to teach people how to block.
They do. They have good tight ends.
They have good tight ends.
Troy Nicholas.
Yeah, so like I could see him finding his way on like maybe not a team's top tight end, but I could see him on the field a lot just because like especially in blocking packages. And like if a team has, I was gonna say George Kittle, but that guy loves to block more than he likes to catch touchdowns. If a team, I can't think of one right now, but just has like a playmaker at tight end, like I could see them getting Tremble just to like kind of be that fill in the gaps guy. Like, hey, just run someone over or just like be the second tight end on this big package and get us a block. But yeah, once you get to like Hunter Long and like McKitty and Morris and Eubanks, like I guess maybe someone will draft him in the 6th round, but like who? Yeah, it's not worth it to me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting on tight ends for